in the past, certainly on the UK side, I feel strongly that governments have negotiated trade deals and then basically left them on the table and walked away and said, well, it's now over to you. I think we've got to do things differently, and governments have to provide more follow-through, support, and make sure that the connections are in the right place. Is there anything a government can do to get on the pitch and help with the work that follows from that? And so instead of sort of, I don't know, building a stadium and then saying to the players, well, over to you, get on with it, we want to be on the pitch with you as well, or at least on the side, like a sort of well-engaged manager or coach. I would rather be on the pitch personally, but you know what I mean. We've got to follow this through. So taking a different approach, we want to be hands-on and make sure that this deal, the potential of this deal, really does deliver. And that's why this forum is really important, because I think this is the opportunity that we have by making sure this forum operates properly, to have both Prime Ministers here engaging with you, getting the feedback, and that requires us then to take that away in an active way and say, well, what more do we need to do then where there's any issues that can be disentangled? So we want to provide a direct channel for you. Tell us what we need to do to go further and faster to deliver the most from this deal. And I say further and faster. All good ideas still get bogged down in the frustration of delay. And we have to unpick that delay. The world moves much more quickly now than it did in the past, and governments need to keep up with that pace. So you need to tell us what we need to do, how things are working, where there are still barriers that need to be taken down, and what more we can do to capitalise on the opportunities. So the message from me is we're here to help. I've got key ministers with me, in Peter and Douglas here, Secretary of State for Business and for Scotland, and before Scotland, Douglas was responsible for trade, and therefore you've got experienced ministers, and they're here as evidence of how important we're taking this as a government. So we want to support you to maximise the potential in relation to this FTA. But once again, let me say thank you for being here. Today is just the start, if you like. Now the task is to follow through together, and we're committed to doing that because we know the enormous benefits that are there for your businesses, for our countries, and for working people across both of our nations.